This session 6 of the graduation ceremony is dedicated to a world-renowned institution of higher learning, University College of Dublin, Ireland. Dear graduates, it's definitely a wonderful opportunity for you and also a great fortune that you have received to receive and also to follow the course offered by the world-class University College Dublin, Ireland in your home country, thanks to the facilitation done by the Nsbm Green University. It is now my singular honor and privilege to recognize a couple of very distinguished personalities occupying the first row on stage. We have the presence of Professor E.A. Veerasinghe, the Vice Chancellor of the Nsbm Green University. We have this afternoon as our chief guest gracing this occasion, the Chief Executive Officer of SDB Bank, Mr. Tilak Pirdigama, Madam Thilini De Silva, Dean Faculty of Business, Dr. Rasika Ranavira, Dean Faculty of Computing, Dr. Chandana Pereira, who's the Dean Faculty of Engineering, and Associate Professor Ganga Karunatilaka, Head of the Postgraduate Unit of the Nsbm Green University. We also would like to recognize the wonderful team of resource persons, teachers, the lecturers who are responsible, dear graduates, for making you what you are today. Saying that, we'll be now witnessing the Session 6 graduation ceremony dedicated to the University College Dublin, Ireland, declared open. And to express words of welcome and open the convocation, we would like to very warmly invite to the podium Professor E.A. Veerasinghe, Vice Chancellor of the Nsbm Green University.
Good afternoon. It is my privilege to welcome you all for the Nsbm graduation ceremony of 2021 Session 6. This happiest moment has finally arrived at the end of a long journey of academic and social achievements. This ceremony tells you that you are now prepared to begin your life and to face the world as leaders of the community. With that note, I have the great pleasure in declaring this graduation ceremony open.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor, sir. We request you now to kindly move to the presentation area, and we request Madam Thilini De Silva, Dean Faculty of Business, to accompany the Vice Chancellor. We're now getting ready for the presentation of degree certificates. We're going to start with BSc Honours Management. BSc Honours Management. We have a couple of first-class honours. So before we start, we request the audience to applaud and congratulate each and every graduate, because this is what you should be doing in the audience. We start with S.M. Vijayasundara. These are the first-class honours. T.T. Rizvi. M.B. Samarvikrama. S.C. Mutugala. D.K.Y. Lakshani. First class honors continue. M.C.D. Pereira. S.M. Dissage. A.W.W.K.B. Gunathilaka. B.K.T.N. Rodrigo. C.W.M.H.C. Vimalaratna. BSc Honours Management, first class honours. Let's congratulate them all with a warm round of applause. We're now coming to second class upper divisions, starting with IU Singapura. AAK Arumapperuma. KLGDV Deshani. RKADATH Ratnasekara. HI De Silva Veerasinghe. RMSD Ratnayaka. HMNK Ratnayaka. ERKP Suryavardhana. RAM Dilshika. TD Veeraratna. KHO Pieratna. YR Suryarachi. PK Gunatilaka. TK Pemmavadu. What's in progress is second class upper division presentations. HAUH Rajapaksha. HMUO Ramachandra. SHR Shashiprabha. SS Vijay Singha. NTM Javira. CDC Jayodini. SS Hettiarachi. SR MH Tilakaratna. YKMG Yativella. HC Alvitigala. KSM De Silva. ADS Sewandi. AM DV Atapattu. EM AS Ekanayaka. Second class uppers continue. GND Pereira. WAATA Dharmasena. MWS Dulshani. KSM Nirmani. IGHV Dharmavardhana. Well, ladies and gentlemen in the audience, we remind you about the role that you had to play by applauding each and every graduate. S.D. Senanayaka, P.P. Vettasingha, R.M.Y. Tatsarani, B.A.L.M. Abesekara, N.P.S.S. Dasanayaka, L.M. Pires, M.A.A.D. Mutukuda, S.A.C. Buddhima, A.L. V.Y. Prabhashwara, S.T.T. De Silva, L.V. Kortage, J.M.S.Y. Jayasundara, N.R.D.N. Dharmasirige, S.A.R.A. Pereira, I.L. Jayavikrama, H.C. Alvitigala, D.D.P. Pereira, S.D. Batugedara, G.D.E.I. Jayavardhana, I.H.N.H. Kinkini, J.M.H.P. Jayasundara, A.W. M.P.L. Vijayakon, A.K.S. Dahanayaka, W.M.T.M. Vijayanayaka, S.D.G. Amadoru, O.R.L. Gamage, M.A.Y.M. Pereira, S.W. Ranavira, H.N.S. Hettiarachi, E.M.U.D.B. Ekanayaka. We're still in the progress of second class upper divisions, BC Honours Management, and it continues. H.L.S.H. Lianage, H.M.A.S. Herat, M.D.H. Balagamage, B.M.K.S. Karunatilaka, M.S.K.G. De Silva, H.A.D.N. Tatsarani, S.W. Ranavira, P.S.D. Fernando, M.S.M. De Silva, T.W.C.S. Pereira, H.D. Balasurya, J.H.D.U.R. Jayasundara, P.G.C. Vasana, U.K.H. Prabha, M.H. Madhushika, So those were the awards for second class upper division BC Honours Management. Let's congratulate all with a warm round of applause. Congratulations. Now we have come to second class lower divisions, starting with WMHT Vanninayaka, SNBMS Hansani, PJS Pereira, HMKGR Heenkender, EKWAST Egalla, WKKKT Aryaratna, THW Pratiraja, NPCKP Vijay Singha, PHSM De Silva, NLND Vijay Sundara, YIU De Silva, MI Sandunika, CLW Dhanayaka, HSA Fernando, WMD Priyangani, N. Vijayaratna, OUM Sirivardhana, MRWM BNR Millavana, AADCM Atauda, TCMGSH Kure, KDN Tabru, KD Hevakodi. Second class lower division presentations are on, and it continues. YMP MP Yapa, VM Devasingha, PKS Silva,
SAI Maulana, EMSS Bandara, PDK Kapugama, SBBPMPKI Kahavatta, KS Meedum, WAS Sumanasinghe, GEWMMWWDK Kulugambana, AVT Diliti, MGCE Mallavarachi, WM Sewandi, GKGI Chandasiri, SL Veledurage, ISK Gurusingha, LKS Sampath, KH Mavalagedara, MRC Fernando, KANP Jayasundara, GAR Fonseca, UDD Sandaruan, N Kodikara, RGTS Senaviratna, HPS Silva, SA Fernando. The course of study, BSc Honours Management, and that's the completion of second class lower divisions. Congratulations to all. Now we have come to general pass category, starting with KAS Heshan. MJM Jaffney, we're done with the presentation of degree certificates. Let's congratulate them all with a warm round of applause. You just graduated from University College, Dublin, Ireland, and you become a member of family of that huge alumni scattered globally. We say thank you to Professor Yevir Singh, Vice Chancellor, and to Madam Tilini. Thank you, Madam. Thank you very much. With the presentation of degree certificates, we have now come to the customary convocation address. Now, before we invite our speaker to the podium, we have a brief introduction that will be done to our speaker. To do the introduction, we'll be inviting Madam Piyumi Vikramasinghe, Head Department of English and Modern Languages.
Mr. Tilak Piyadigama currently serves as the Chief Executive Officer of SDB Bank and possesses over 32 years of experience in banking and technology industries. Prior to SDB, he was at Nations Trust Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and John Keys Holdings in senior management roles. He has spent major part of his banking career in Singapore, UAE, UK, and Sri Lanka, and his professional experience spans across strategy, banking operations, digital transformation, technology, operational risk, and client service. Mr. Tilak is a digital evangelist and was widely credited for launching FreeMe, the first digital bank in Sri Lanka, and open banking APIs when he served as a chief operating officer at the Nations Trust Bank. He launched UPay, Sri Lanka's payment platform, recently for SDB Bank in 2019. Central Bank of Sri Lanka recently appointed him as a chairman of Working Group of Financial Institutions to coordinate implementation of Lanka QR across Sri Lanka. At Standard Chartered Bank, he spearheaded setting up operations in Afghanistan and Iran for SCB. He played a leadership role in centralization initiatives when SCB moved operations to hubs in Chennai and Kuala Lumpur. On M&A front, he was responsible for managing key deliverables of Greenlace Bank acquisition by SCB in Sri Lanka as part of a global acquisition. He's an engineer turned banker and holds a master's degree in business administration, and he attended management development programs at INSEAD in France and at London Business School in the United Kingdom. He was also a board member of the Lanka Financial Service Bureau and a governing council member of the National Institute of Business Management. Mr. Tilak is currently a director of Sri Lanka Banks Association. Sir, over to you.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for that glamorous introduction. Thank you. Professor Veera Singha, the Vice Chancellor of Nsbm Green University, faculty members, parents, and graduates. I think first of all, it's my duty to say big congratulations to all of you who got graduated a little while ago. You have ticked the box by being a graduate in your 20s. I think it's an accomplishment which you will celebrate throughout your life. And also it's my duty to thank the Professor Veera Singha, Vice Chancellor, and the faculty for giving me this honor of giving this speech to all of you, particularly to our new graduates. So let me start saying few things which I thought will be important, because I have 10 minutes to say all this. So let me see how best I can pass this message across to you. So 33 years ago, probably I was in the same situation like you, and I got graduated. I came to employment. But my 33 years of work has been, I would say, slow compared to your 30 years when you reach my age, what it would be like, the world you are going to live in. The reason for this is nothing but world is changing so fast. And the world where I worked for the last 30 years, relatively slower than you, but we also thought it's fast. So if I give you a bit of a context to what I'm trying to say, if I take 30 steps from here to there, I'll end up walking 30 meters. But world is not changing that fashion. It's not linear any longer. World is changing in an exponential manner. So let me give you a bit of context. So if I take exponential steps, meaning 1, 2, 2 become 4, 4, and 8, and so on, if you take 30 steps, can anyone guess how many meters you would walk? You will walk 1 billion plus meters. So what does 1 billion plus meters mean to you? You can go across the world 26 times and come back. So that's the world you are going to live in. That's a world you are going to compete. That's a world you are going to contribute. So I'm sure all of you will go and work for someone, or start a business on your own, or go and work for the government, or join your family business, or do nothing for a while thinking that, I can take a break because parents here paid your bills, so you might do all that. But whatever happens, you need to understand, as humans, our life should be spent wisely. And that life should make a contribution to your society and yourself and people around you. So what does it mean? How do you create an impact in a fast-changing world? So as I said, world is not changing any longer linearly. It is changing exponentially, thanks to exponential technologies coming together and converging and making this difference. So you have to run faster. But you might not feel it. It will be fueled by technologies around. So when you start working, you have to, I think first and foremost, find your passion. And you have to be passionate about what you are doing whenever you do. For an example, I lead a bank. We are focused on SMEs. There is this SME is a big hype in Sri Lanka and across the globe as well. So we say 52% of GDP comes from SMEs in Sri Lanka. I have said this 100 times. I like to say at least 60% next time when I speak. Hope we will grow faster in this year. So I'm very passionate about what I'm doing. I love what I do. So you have to be passionate about what you're going to do in life and love what you do and do what you love. That's very important. Why it is important? You're going to spend good 8 to 12 hours in your work environment out of 24 hours. If you are not happy, if you don't love what you do, and if you have no passion, you will be a very unhappy person. I don't think that's the most desirable outcome of a human. And that's not what I thought the parents wanted all of you to have. So please, go and find your passion, and with that, start your work. It doesn't matter. Sometimes, I had a passion for engineering. But after a while, I accidentally became a banker. But I found banking to be somewhat boring, but it's interesting too, because engineering is more interesting, I would say. So I brought my engineering passion to banking, and we made a lot of things out of it. So you can find new passions, but it's okay. Still, I think you can go on. So those are few things which I like to say. Then there are a few other things you should attempt to sort of bring into your life. I'm sure learning is going to be lifelong. I'm sorry to say you spent 3 years in the university, did a lot of hard work, got the degree, and some ended with first class, second uppers, and all that. But in 2 years' time, you'll find what you learn is becoming irrelevant. Not that you didn't learn anything. That's what it is. So when I come to the university, we had these great technological transistors. And some of you may have heard, some of you have not heard. If you're not heard, don't worry about it. It doesn't exist any longer. This is in 30 years. So life has changed. Now we are talking about semiconductors, memory chips, and so on. And you can pack more transistors into one of those chips. And this is a supercomputer better than the computer they used to land the man on the moon. So that's the world you live in, right? So point is, learn every day something. And you don't have to worry about what you're learning. You will find why you learn sometime later. Okay? So learn every day. And also, as I said, when you start learning, and you can find mentors who can teach you, that will be very fast learning. So the greatest invention, I say jokingly, has been copy and paste. We found in 20th century. Continue to do that. You can copy and paste someone's knowledge and learn. And since I'm running out of time, I think we all not only learn, we change the world. We can contribute to betterment of the society. And world is not as bad as one thing. Thanks to news media, they every day say something bad about something that has happened. 100 people died, and this happened, that happened. But at the same time, we want to appreciate world has become a better place. So let me give you some examples. And if you go back to say 50 years ago, if you want to go from A to B, you need a vehicle which run at maybe 20, 30 kilometers an hour. But now you have trains even running at 100, 200 kilometers an hour, right? In fact, the world can significantly change because of technologies. Let me give you 2 examples. So since I started the topic on transportation, so there's a new technological hyperloop. So there's a pilot run being run in UAE between Abu Dhabi and Dubai. I have lived there, so I am a bit familiar with the geography. So this, if you go on an expressway, it's a 180 kilometer journey. On a good day, you can do in 2 hours. If you want to go a bit crazy, you can do in 1 hour. You can drive at 180. However, if Hyperloop technology, which the new one, which is going to happen and change the transportation forever, you can do this journey in 10 minutes. I'm not lying, I'm not fudging. Please go to YouTube and look for Hyperloop, you'll see all this. So when that happens, just imagine you want to go to Jaffna now, it takes 8 hours. I mean, I've been to Jaffna a few times last few weeks. It takes long, 8-hour journey. Not fun. But just imagine when Hyperloop is in operation in Sri Lanka one fine day during our lifetime, it'll take 10 minutes probably to go there. And you can go and have a Rio ice cream from Jaffna and come back to Colombo and work. And Kandy becomes basically Kolpiti and Bumblefiti in Colombo, right? Any other city. So similarly, when countries get connected, the world is no longer local. Your life is going to be in a global village. And with a connected world of internet currently at 60%, I think about 4 to 5 billion people are connected. So another 2 billion to get connected. In 2025, we all will be connected. So you will be working in a global connected world. So when I started working, I did not have email, but after a while I got an email. So I did not, I mean, it was such a fantastic thing. I was able to communicate with someone. My very first email, I remember, I sent to someone in Hong Kong. And I called and said, did you get my email? He said, you got it. But previously, I was sending him faxes. So world has changed. So Hyperloop is going to change our world significantly. Take blockchain. So bankers talk about a lot of things about banking. But come blockchain in 5 years' time, banking will change significantly to the extent the banker who is in front of you may be a different banker. Okay, so world is going to change. So this is the kind of world you will be living in, and this is the kind of world you will be working in. So it's going to be very interesting, exciting world you are entering into with the graduation today. So let me finish my speech with one little thing probably you can take home. So recently, a journalist asked me, Mr. Pithikam, you are doing a lot of work. What would be your legacy? I said, whatever I do, I want to ensure that work what I do is impactful. So impactful is again relative. What I say impactful today may not be impactful tomorrow, but I want to continue to do that. So I added this word sustainability. So one's job should be then, you have to keep on doing this and you have to create a sustainable impact in your life. That's how you become a better human being and you can contribute to society, and it's to create prosperous society out of us. So with that, let me once again congratulate all of you who got graduated today. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. I'm sure all of you will be a wonderful bunch of citizens of Sri Lanka or maybe somewhere else, preferably in Sri Lanka. And also I want to take this opportunity to thank Professor Veera Singh and the faculty members for having me here. And it's a very honorable moment in my own life. Thank you so much and all the best. Stay blessed. Thank you.
All the very best to you, sir. Thank you very much. Our chief guest this afternoon, Mr. Tilak Pethigama, the Chief Executive Officer of the STB Bank, and we had lots of food for thought and definitely, stimulating our minds as to what the future will hold or may hold for us. With those words of wisdom from Mr. Pethigama, we're now getting ready for the Best Performance Awards. And to present the awards, we'd like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Tilak Pethigama himself. And he'll be accompanied in the presentation area by Professor Veera Singh, the Vice Chancellor of Nsbm Green University, and Madam Thilani De Silva, Dean Faculty of Business. So let's put our hands together and welcome the presentation party to the presentation area. So under the Best Performer Awards, we have, firstly, NSBM Best Performance Award. This is for BSc Honours in Management. And the Best Performer, or the award, goes to none other than Sachintya Mihi Vijayasundara. Let's put our hands together for Sachintya Mihi Vijayasundara. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This is a gold medal for the Best Performer. BSc Honours Management. Keep it going, keep it going. Get it louder. Bring out the loudest possible applause for Sachintya Mihi Vijayasundara. Congratulations. Now, we have another award, and this is called the UCD Top Performing Prize. It is a prize offered by UCD. After all, this is the University College Dublin, Ireland graduation. And this UCD top performing prize goes to none other than Sachintya Mihi Vijayasundara. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Presented by UCD, the UCD Top Performing Prize, backed by Sachintya Mihi Vijayasundara. We request the presentation party to remain. Yes, let's hear it one more time for Sachintya. One more time. We request the presentation party to remain in the presentation area, and we're now going to witness a presentation of a memento, a token of appreciation. And this is how the Nsbm Green University would like to say thank you to our chief guest for gracing this occasion. We will now witness Professor E. Veerasinghe, the Vice Chancellor, who will present a token of appreciation to our chief guest. Let's hear it one more time from Mr. Tilak Piyadigama, the Chief Executive Officer of the STB Bank. Thank you very much for your gracious presence. Thank you, Mr. Piyadigama. Thank you, Vice Chancellor, sir. Thank you, Madam Tilini. Thank you very much. With those presentations, we have now come to the customary valedictory speech. So we're now going to invite the valedictorian at the Session 6 graduation ceremony dedicated to the University College Dublin, Ireland. So we're going to invite Mihi Vijayasundara once again, this time to the podium. Let's put our hands together and welcome Mihi Vijayasundara.
Professor E.A. Veerasinghe, Vice Chancellor of Nsbm Green University, the keynote speaker, Mr. Tilak Piyadigama, CEO of SDB Bank, deans, heads, distinguished guests, academic and non-academic staff, parents, and my fellow graduates. A very good afternoon to everyone. It's truly an honor to stand here today to deliver the valedictorian speech for UCD Batch 23, Class of 2021. Today is a defining milestone in our life. Amidst a lot of hardships and obstacles, as well as a global pandemic that changed the world, with resilience and dedication, we overcame these challenges and accomplished this important goal. Although today marks the end in one part of our life, it marks the beginning of a new one. And when I look at all my graduates here today in the batch, I don't just see my fellow batchmates. I see future leaders, entrepreneurs, talented academics, and dedicated business professionals who will bring new value and add a lot of opportunities to the people around us, enrich lives, and create a prosperous future for the generations to come. Throughout the past 4 years, we've transformed both personally and professionally. And without a doubt, both UCD and Nsbm has been instrumental in this process. So on behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to thank a few of many who have reinforced the values that this university stands by and has made it possible for us to become the individuals that we are today. I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor, Professor E.A. Veerasinghe, for your leadership and dedication and the vision you laid out in this university. I would also like to thank the head of Academic Development and Quality Assurance, Professor Bharata Durankotua, as well as the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Chaminda Ratnayaka, and the management for their devotion towards creating globally competent graduates. I would like to thank the Dean of the Faculty of Business, Madam Tilini De Silva, for her wonderful leadership in the faculty and for her passion and commitment towards making this university a very welcome place for students to learn and grow. And of course, a very special mention goes out to our wonderful panel of lecturers, both in University College Dublin and Nsbm, who are always there to assist us in any way possible and provide us with the guidance and knowledge we needed to achieve this accomplishment. Despite the distance, our lecturers at UCD all the way in Dublin, Ireland, were always there to assist us through each and every module. I would also like to thank our dearest course coordinator, Mr. Venura Kolombage. Thank you for your outstanding support and for always standing with us and answering our concerns regardless of how late at night it is. Our heartfelt gratitude goes out to you. I would also like to extend my gratitude to the wonderful non-academic staff in charge of maintenance, security, and services for making this university what it is today and for keeping our campus running efficiently. And finally, a heartfelt gratitude goes out to our parents who have nurtured and supported us from the very beginning throughout our lives. I believe a part of this success would also belong to them, and for your dedication and commitment, a huge thanks goes out to you, dearest parents. So class of 2021, I would love if we could all give a huge round of applause to everyone here who has supported and been there for us throughout these 4 years. Let's give a huge round of applause. I would like to say a few more words about my experience at the university before winding up. Like most of you, I too was confused about what I wanted to do after I left school. I had many roads to choose from, but I made the decision to be a part of this university, and I think this provided a platform to not only understand my strengths and weaknesses, but also to refine them and bring in new talents, strengths, and competencies. But most importantly, it created a platform to learn through trial and error. And I think there's no better way to learn than through diving into new waters and trying new things. Because life is about taking chances. It's about leaving your comfort zone, making mistakes and learning from them, and most importantly, having fun in the process. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that whatever you do it with all your heart. Something else that I've understood during my time in the university is the importance of not only being an academically competent graduate, but also an all-rounder who is capable of being a leader as well as a team player, who is refined and talented in many areas in addition to just academic education. It's important that as graduates, we have balanced personalities and that we're competent in sciences, arts, as well as other extracurriculars. I believe that is what makes a fully fledged graduate who is prepared to take on modern day challenges. And I believe this university provided a stage to embrace these skills and become all-round graduates. The lessons we learned and the experiences we had will be taken with us wherever we go. The depth of knowledge and experiences we've shared, the interactions we've had, will be priceless and unforgettable. I'm honored to be a part of both UCD's and Nsbm's talented graduate community, and I believe the students of the future, they too will uphold and strengthen the university's powerful reputation and talent. Finally, I hope we'll always remember the memories we made here, the friends we met, and the amazing things we did. Thank you and good luck to you all.
Thank you, Mihi. Thank you very much. Well, may you dive more and more into new waters together with your batchmates and discover lots of new experiences and things. Let's put our hands together one more time for Mihi Vijay Sundara. All the best to you and to your batchmates. We have now come to almost to the end of the graduation ceremony of University College Dublin, Ireland, and to declare the ceremony closed, we would like to once again invite to the podium Professor E. Veerasinghe, Vice Chancellor of the Nsbm Green University.
Congratulations to all graduates, and I wish you all the best for the future. Now I formally close the graduation ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor, sir. Thank you very much. We will be now playing, firstly, the national anthem of Sri Lanka, paying tribute to our motherland, and also that will be followed by the national anthem of Ireland, paying tribute to the home ground of University College Dublin, Ireland. So for which we would like to request you to kindly rise from your seats.
Sri Lanka Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo, 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 Namo Mata, Sundara Siri Marini, Surani Adi Sobhamaya Lanka, Nanya Nalaya Vekamal Palakulu Piri Jaya Bhumiya Ranya, Apahata Sapasiri Seta Sadhana, Jivanaye Mata, Vividanu Mana Apavakti Puja, Namo Namo Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Upame Apavindya, Upamaya Apasatya, Upame Apashanti, Apahata Tulabhakti, Upahaloke, Apage Anuprane, Navajivan Devine, Nipina Apapudu Karan Mata, Nana Vida Vadavina Ragena Yanudana Jaya Bhumikara, Ekamavakage Daru Kalabavina, Yamu Yamu Inupama, Premavada Samaveda Durada, Namo Namo Mata, Upper Sri Lanka, Namo 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 Namo
We request the audience to kindly remain standing as we are going to witness the departure of the academic procession.